Today we will talk about, explain, and learn how to overcome and solve digestive problems, how to improve digestion and the gut microbiome. Your gut is like a second brain. The way you take care of it determines how you feel, think, and love. Health does not begin in the gym, nor in the pharmacy. It begins in the belly, in the place that quietly works so that the body has strength, the mind calm, and the soul balance. When digestion does not work, you feel it everywhere, in your energy, mood, and resilience. And most people start paying attention to their digestion only when it speaks up through pain. Today we will learn how to listen to it before it starts calling for help. First, let me tell you a story to begin with. Once a doctor from the East said, "Tell me how you eat, and I will tell you how you live." People came to his clinic with bad mood, with stress, with fatigue, and he never asked them about their head. He asked, "How do you digest?" Because he knew that when the body cannot digest food, it cannot digest life either. Healthy digestion is not only about food, it is about the rhythm, calm, and gratitude with which you approach food. And what is the Stoic attitude toward this topic? It is the art of moderation. The Stoics said, "It is not important what you eat, but how." They ate simply, slowly, and in moderation. Food was not comfort for them, but fuel for mind and body. They believed that the one who controls their appetite controls their life. They considered excessive overeating an escape from inner emptiness and calm, mindful eating a path to inner balance. Healthy digestion does not begin in the stomach, but in the head. Another teaching, in the form of the Eastern principle, approaches this topic as the power of the digestive fire, Agni. In Ayurveda, digestion is called Agni, the inner fire that transforms food into life energy. When it burns too strongly, it burns you. When too weak, everything stagnates inside you. A healthy fire of digestion is the key to a healthy mind. Agni needs calm, rhythm, and mindful eating. When you eat in calm, food becomes energy. When you eat in stress, it becomes a toxin. Before you eat, take a deep breath and allow the body to prepare. The indigenous principle relies on a method that is known as food as a sacred gift. Indigenous cultures believe that every meal is a gift from earth, water, fire, and humans. They never ate in haste. Every bite was accompanied by gratitude. They said, "When you thank your food, it becomes medicine." The modern world has turned food into haste, but you can return to naturalness at any time. Eat slowly, mindfully, with respect. Your body will return it to you 1,000-fold. And now let us look at why correct digestion and the microbiome are important. Proper digestion is essential for the overall well-being of the organism, and gut health affects practically the whole body. Research reveals connections between the state of the intestinal microbiome and the immune system, mental health, autoimmune diseases, hormonal disorders such as type 2 diabetes, diseases of the digestive tract such as irritable bowel syndrome, or inflammatory bowel diseases, cardiovascular diseases, certain types of cancer, sleep quality, and of course, digestion itself. In other words, the gut and its microbiome participate in the functioning of many organs and systems, so their imbalance can have far-reaching consequences for health. For example, disruption of the intestinal microflora weakens immune defenses and can contribute to worsened mood or increased inflammation in the body. On the other hand, well-functioning digestion ensures an effective supply of nutrients for all body cells and helps maintain optimal functioning of the organism. Poor digestion can lead to nutrient deficiencies, chronic inflammation, and to a whole cascade of health problems that affect your level of energy, immunity, and mental well-being. And what are the 9 causes of digestive problems and microbiome imbalance? They are mainly lifestyle factors. The first cause is an unhealthy diet with an excess of industrially processed foods, sugars, or unhealthy fats. The second cause is a lack of fiber in the diet. The third cause is the use of antibiotics and some other medications. The fourth cause is smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, which can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria. The fifth cause is chronic stress. The sixth cause is lack of movement and sleep. The seventh cause is exposure of our organism to harmful toxins. The eighth cause is various diseases, for example, inflammatory bowel diseases. The ninth cause is age or genetics. All these influences and causes can lead to a decrease in beneficial bacteria in the gut, and on the contrary, an overgrowth of harmful bacteria. Such an imbalance then disrupts normal digestion and can result in various health difficulties. And what 13 types of diseases are associated with poor digestion and poor microbiome? The first type of disease is infectious diseases of the digestive tract. The second type of disease is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, SIBO. The third type of disease is chronic inflammatory bowel diseases, for example, Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. The fourth type of disease is functional digestive disorders, such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, manifesting as abdominal pain, bloating, and alternating diarrhea and constipation. The fifth type of disease is digestive difficulties, such as long-term diarrhea, constipation, excessive flatulence, or heartburn. The sixth type of disease is malabsorption and nutritional disorders, malabsorption, which is impaired absorption of nutrients in the intestine and result in malnutrition, that is, undernutrition. The seventh type of disease is various food intolerances, intolerance of certain food components. The eighth type of disease is metabolic diseases. A disturbed microbiome is often associated with obesity and metabolic syndrome, with the development of type 2 diabetes, and also with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, fatty liver. The ninth type of disease is cardiovascular diseases. There are links between an unhealthy gut and diseases of the heart and blood vessels, such as atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, or other cardiovascular diseases. The 10th type of disease is autoimmune diseases. Disrupted microflora apparently contributes to the onset of some autoimmune diseases, where the immune system attacks its own tissues. Research is looking for connections, for example, in inflammatory bowel diseases, type 1 diabetes, or other autoimmune disorders. The 11th type of disease is mental disorders. The state of the intestinal microbiome also affects brain functions. Its disruption is associated with higher occurrence of anxiety, depression, and other mood disorders. The 12th type of disease is chronic inflammation and fatigue. Long-term disrupted digestion can lead to persistent low-grade inflammation in the body, chronic inflammatory activity, and is also associated with ongoing fatigue and exhaustion. The 13th type of disease is other serious diseases. These can be some cancers or neurological diseases, for example, colon cancer or Parkinson's disease, Let us now look at 5 specific habits that need to be followed or changed if you want to have healthy digestion and gut microbiome. Habit number 1. Limit highly processed foods and sugars. These are industrial ultra-processed meals, such as fast food, fried foods, sweets, sugary drinks, and ready-made products with preservatives. All these foods can promote inflammation in the gut and the growth of inappropriate bacteria. Try to prefer fresh, basic foods, and your microbiome will be more diverse and resilient. Habit number 2. Do not overeat and eat regularly. Large occasional portions can overload your digestive system. It is better to eat smaller portions several times a day and listen to the body's signals of satiety. Overeating, especially with heavy and fatty foods, increases the risk of heartburn, bloating, and other difficulties. So avoid overeating if possible. Habit number 3. Minimize alcohol and do not smoke. Alcohol, especially in large quantities, and smoking have an unequivocally negative impact on digestion. Alcohol irritates the digestive tract and changes the composition of the microflora. Smoking is associated with a higher incidence of bowel inflammation and ulcer disease. For healthy digestion, it is therefore appropriate to eliminate alcohol completely, or if that is not possible, at least consume it in moderation, and with smoking, ideally, quit completely. Habit number 4. Do not use antibiotics unnecessarily. Antibiotics are sometimes necessary to cure bacterial infections, but always take them only on a doctor's recommendation. These medicines, besides harmful bacteria, also destroy beneficial bacteria in the intestines. If you must take antibiotics, then take care to restore the microflora with a diet rich in probiotics and prebiotics, and, if advised by a doctor, an appropriate probiotic supplement. Habit number 5. Do not believe in miraculous quick fixes. The best way to healthy digestion is to patiently follow the above steps of healthy lifestyle and not be tempted by dubious solutions. And what practical recommendations do I have for you? Here are 8 specific recommendations that will help you set up good digestion. Recommendation number 1. Eat enough fiber. That means eat a diet that is rich in fiber, such as fruit, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts. All these foods support the proper function of the intestines and nourish beneficial bacteria. Thanks to fiber, digestion remains regular. The risk of constipation and bowel cancer decreases, and substances with anti-inflammatory effects are formed in the intestines. Recommendation number 2. Include fermented foods in your diet. These are, for example, yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha. Regular consumption of fermented products is associated with improved digestion and other health benefits. Recommendation number 3. Drink enough water. Water is the most suitable drink for healthy digestion. Adequate hydration helps break down food and absorb nutrients, and at the same time softens the stool, thus preventing constipation. Recommendation number 4. Eat slowly and chew thoroughly. Do not rush when eating, chew thoroughly. Slower consumption of food helps reduce your digestive problems, such as bloating, gas, or stomach pain. When you eat slowly, you give digestive enzymes time to properly break down the food, and you prevent swallowing excessive air, which is often the cause of flatulence. Recommendation number 5. Exercise regularly. Regular movement keeps your digestion going. Physical activity such as daily walking, cycling, or other aerobic exercise stimulates intestinal peristalsis. the muscular movements of the intestines that move the contents of the digestive tract. An active lifestyle is also associated with more diverse gut microbiome composition, whereas a sedentary lifestyle can have the opposite effect. Recommendation number 6, allow yourself rest and manage stress. The state of your mind significantly affects your digestion. Chronic stress or lack of sleep can disrupt the balance in the gut, so it is important to ensure enough sleep, which is about 7 to 9 hours a day for an adult, and actively manage stress. Recommendation number 7, practice relaxation techniques such as meditation, yoga, breathing exercises. You will thereby support your mental well-being and inner calm. Recommendation number 8, socialize regularly and cultivate your favorite hobbies. You will thereby support your mental well-being. Let us now look together at practical exercises that will help you. Besides diet and specific habits we spoke about a moment ago, the right exercise can directly support your digestive processes. Gastroenterologists emphasize that movement is an important part of digestive care. Some physical activities support proper bowel function, reduce bloating, and relieve digestive problems. Now we will look together at 5 simple exercises or movement habits that significantly benefit digestion. Exercise number 1, yoga, simple poses. The goal of this exercise is to teach you simple yoga positions that will help you by reducing your stress and stimulating the function of your abdominal organs. The exercise called child's pose. This is lowering the torso to the ground while sitting on the heels. This exercise relaxes the abdominal area and reduces bloating. Start sitting on your heels. Align yourself in the Vajrasana position, the diamond pose. Inhale and straighten the spine. And then, as you exhale, bend forward and rest your forehead on the ground. You can stretch your arms out in front of you, or let them rest alongside the body with palms up. In this position, focus on calm and deep breathing. This exercise relaxes your abdominal area and reduces your bloating. The seated twist, turning the torso to the left and right while sitting, improves blood circulation in your digestive organs. The cat-cow pose, alternating arching and rounding the back on all fours, massages your belly and relieves flatulence. Practice daily for 5 to 10 minutes in the comfort of your home. These simple exercises will help you improve your overall digestion and bring a feeling of inner calm. They also support your overall comfort during digestion. Exercise number 2, walking. Yes, really, ordinary brisk walking after meals can work wonders with your digestion. The goal of this exercise is to teach you to take a short walk regularly, ideally after each meal. Even approximately a 20-minute walk after eating stimulates the activity of your digestive tract and reduces symptoms such as heartburn, gas, or bloating. If you are not used to such a walk, start with 10 minutes a day and gradually increase the pace and length of your walk. This exercise will help you teach your intestines to work regularly and prevent the feeling of fullness or pressure in your belly after each meal. Exercise number 3, strengthening the core. The goal of this exercise is to teach you to regularly practice several proven exercises that help strengthen your abdominal and back muscles, which will then provide better support to your internal organs and can thereby improve the function of your digestion. These are all exercises aimed at strengthening the so-called core, or center of the body. An excellent exercise is the plank. Lie on your belly and support yourself on your forearms and the balls of your feet. Keep your elbows under your shoulders and your forearms parallel. Keep your whole body in one straight line, from head to heels. Keep your buttocks and belly tight, and do not allow the lumbar spine to sag. Hold your head in line with the spine and look down at the ground. Breathe regularly and deeply into the belly. Practice daily. Start with shorter intervals, for example 20 seconds per exercise, and gradually increase the time. Another exercise you can practice is leg raises while lying on your back, or Pilates exercises. They increase the muscle tone of the torso, improve posture and stability. This exercise will help you strengthen the core of your body and reduce pressure in your abdominal cavity. Even though the results are not immediately visible from the outside, regular strengthening of these parts is worthwhile also for digestion. Exercise number 4, swimming. The goal of this exercise is to teach you to practice swimming regularly, which will support gentle movement of your whole body, and thus you will achieve improved blood circulation and release your stress practice, that is swim, at least twice a week for 30 to 60 minutes. This exercise, that is swimming, will help relieve pressure on your belly and thus make it easier for food to pass through your intestines. The aerobic character of swimming, together with low load on the joints, make swimming an ideal exercise for all age groups. Swimming helps regular bowel movements and reduces digestive difficulties associated with stress. Exercise number 5, deep breathing. The goal of this exercise is to teach you to breathe correctly. You can practice, for example, diaphragmatic breathing into the belly, or so-called box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, pause for 4 seconds. These exercises have a surprising effect on digestion. Deep and slow breathing activates the vagus nerve, which connects the brain with the digestive system, thereby supporting mutual communication and calming both systems. Regular practice of these techniques reduces stress tension and thus can alleviate symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome and improve the motility of your intestines. Peristalsis practice daily for a few minutes, really just a few minutes of mindful breathing a day, sitting or lying down in a calm environment, and your digestion can function better. For a more detailed introduction to the topic of correct breathing, use the information in the separate video that is dedicated to correct breathing as one of the most fundamental activities for a healthy and happy life. This video is part of this course, the course My Life in My Hands. And what is the final thought of this video? The good news is that the digestive tract has great regenerative capacity, and digestion can be significantly improved, and you can maintain a healthy digestive system for the future. In most cases, the intestinal microbiome is able, under favorable conditions, to restore itself and return to balance. For the vast majority of people, digestion can be significantly improved and the healthy function of the intestines restored to such an extent that difficulties disappear and a person can lead a full and satisfied life. The important thing is to focus on long-term maintenance of correct habits, because prevention and care for digestion are the path to lasting health. Take a deep breath and let everything you've just heard settle for a moment. Every word, every image that spoke to you today has the power to change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Remember, the strength, the calm, and the balance you're searching for have always been within you. You just need to return to them. If this video inspired you, give it a like and help these ideas reach others who might need them right now. Subscribe to the channel My Life in My Hands so you won't miss the next step on this journey, a journey toward a conscious, peaceful, and powerful life. And if you're ready to go deeper, watch the next video waiting for you right here. Because with every step forward, you discover more of who you truly are. Never forget, your life is truly in your hands.